When I was a child, I used to wish time would move faster. I'd sit in the back seat of my parents' car, watching streetlights blur past the window at night, thinking to myself, I can't wait to grow up. I can't wait to finally do whatever I want. Nobody told me. I was already living the part of my life I'd spend the rest of it trying to get back to. There's this strange thing that happens as you get older. You'll be doing something completely ordinary. Washing dishes, stuck in traffic, lying in bed, staring at the ceiling at midnight, and out of nowhere a smell hits you. A song comes on. The light through a window falls a certain way. And suddenly, you're not there anymore. You're somewhere else entirely. You're back in that house that summer. That version of yourself that didn't know what real worry felt like yet. And the worst part? The absolute gut punch of it all is that you were happy back then. Genuinely, carelessly happy. Running through life with both hands open, and you didn't even know it. I remember summers that felt like they lasted forever. Not because big things happened, but because every single day felt full. We'd leave the house in the morning and come back when the streetlights flickered on. Nobody tracked us. Nobody scheduled our fun. We just existed, freely, in a world that felt like it was made entirely for us. I remember the sound of a screen door slamming shut, the smell of sunscreen and cut grass mixed together, ice cream melting down my hand faster than I could eat it, bike tires humming on hot pavement going nowhere in particular. None of that felt precious then, just felt like Tuesday. Now I'd give almost anything to have one of those Tuesdays back. I remember when the whole family ate dinner together. It's not because anyone called a meeting. It's not because it was planned. Just because that's what happened at 6 o'clock. Every night. Like it was the simplest, most obvious thing in the world. My parents looked younger then. Or maybe I just didn't know how to see that they were aging. I'd sit there half listening to conversations I didn't understand, half dreaming about going back outside before it got dark. I didn't know those dinners were numbered. I didn't know there'd come a day when I'd drive 4 hours just to sit at that table one more time, and the friends. There were people in my life back then who I thought would just always be there. We made promises the way kids do, casually, absolutely, with no concept of how quietly life would work to pull people apart. Different seasons, different versions of ourselves that don't quite fit together the same way anymore. I scroll past their names sometimes. We like each other's posts, send a thumbs up, a heart, a ha-ha. And there's a grief in that. It's quiet, unspoken grief. That we were once so close we didn't even have to try. And now trying still somehow isn't enough. I miss them, but more than that. I miss who I was when I was with them. Here's what hits me hardest though. When I really sit with all of this, it wasn't that life was perfect back then. It wasn't. There were hard days. Lonely days. Days I didn't understand. But there was this beautiful, blissful not knowing of how fast it would all disappear. I didn't know that last summer before everything shifted would be the last one like that. I didn't know that the road trip we took when I was young, the one where we got completely lost and my dad laughed so hard he had to pull the car over, would become one of the sharpest memories I own.
Oh.
I didn't know that a random afternoon going nowhere on a bike with no plans and no phone was actually one of the greatest days of my life. Nobody tells you when you're standing inside a Goodyear. There's no sign, no alarm, no voice that whispers, pay attention. This is the part you'll miss. You only ever figure it out, looking back. And I think that's what nostalgia really is. It's not just sadness. It's something more complicated than that. It's gratitude and grief living in the same place at the same time. You're glad it happened. It aches because it happened. Most of us have lived something worth missing. Just forget that while we're busy rushing through today. So here's what I want to leave you with. Somewhere in your life right now, maybe it's a person sitting across from you. Maybe it's a place you drive past without stopping. Maybe it is just a quiet Sunday morning you have been still enough to appreciate something is happening that your future self is going to miss with their whole chest. You don't have to freeze time, you can't. But maybe, just for a second, you can stop and ask yourself, what if this is one of the good years? What if I'm already in it? If this video reached something in you, if it pulled up a face, a summer, a memory you hadn't touched in years, then you already understand why this channel exists. This isn't about views. This is for the people who carry their past with them, who feel things long after they're over, who sometimes just need someone to say, yeah, me too. Subscribe if that's you. Not because I asked, but because the next time life gets loud and cold and fast, you'll want somewhere quiet to come back to. I'll be here.